Hello everyone, welcome back for another process video today. I am continuing on with my New York albums. I have some things that I've already pulled that I hope are going to work here. So here is the only photo that I actually have for this layout, an over the wing picture. I have pulled this card that says always on the go, and I like that the blues match there. And then I have my boarding pass and this 4x6 pocket card. This was printed, I believe, from a digital kit. I don't remember which one, but I printed it at home. And it's kind of a mix of different shades of blue, but I like that because then it's all going to work together. So I don't mind that they're slightly off because there's a little bit that matches in each of these, plus in the boarding pass. I do, as a tip for anyone watching, I do block out the barcode just to be extra safe and make sure that nobody can scan that and get any of my personal information off of it. So that's why it is blacked out. And because of that, that's kind of ugly, right? You know, not a very good aesthetic. So at least to cover up part of it, I pulled this. I had thought maybe I would use this in the first layout for my New York album. So if you watched my last video, it probably looks familiar because it was in there. Didn't use it for that, but I think I'm going to use it here to just kind of attach like that so it breaks up some of that sort of black blob up there at the top. And then my plan is to adhere it on top like this so that you see some of that blue. Now, I wasn't planning to ink a bunch of stuff, and I didn't do any inking on my last layout. But here I felt like this needed something because it's on white paper and it's going on a partially white background. So I did ink this in gray. I've adhered the boarding pass now to the journaling card, or to the pocket card anyway. Now I think I am going to have to ink again because with this little blue piece, I don't think there's enough definition there. So I am going to just ink that quickly around the edges. Give it a little bit of definition at least. And I'm just using the Going Gray ink from Stampin' Up. Then I will adhere it. I'll probably put a little staple in there as well. Let's see here. Maybe right about here. Yeah, that looks good, I think. And then to break up that blue a little bit, we'll just put in a mini staple here. There we go. Let's see how that looks. All right, I think we're off to a good start. I think I've decided I'm going to do some stamping on this card. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way here for a minute. I think I'm going to do it down here below so that it's centered, but doesn't perfectly line up with this. So these are going to sit like this, so the stamping will actually be here. And I think I'm going to go with the stamp that says, now is the right time. Because when I was booking it, I thought, oh, do I really want to go to New York in the middle of, or beginning of December? What if there's snow? What if it delays my plane? And what if it's really cold? I'm not a cold person. Yes, I may live in Minnesota, but that doesn't mean I like winter. I hate it. Oop, that one's going to be too small. And so I was debating on all of those things. Decided, you know what? The weather looks pretty good. I went out and researched because, you know, I don't live in New York, so I don't know that much about it. But I went out and researched their average temps. And December is much more mild than I thought. I didn't realize kind of how temperate it is. And I suppose it makes sense, you know, they're on the water and all of that. But I didn't quite realize that. So I figured I'm going to take my chances and go in December. And it worked out just fine. I had great weather the whole time I was there. All right, so make sure that this is thoroughly covered with ink here. I think we're good. And then we're just going to stamp it down here along the bottom like so. There we go. Yes, it's a little leaning downward to the right, but you know what? Imperfection is okay. I'm not going to reprint the card and do it over again. It's not that big of a deal to me. So I'm going to keep it just like that. I did find this lovely orange label in my stash, and I think that will work perfectly up here. So I'm going to stamp something on it, and then I'll cut off the edge a little bit, put in a staple. That's the plan anyway. And I think I'm going to use this set. This is another one from Kelly Perky. It's been out for a while. Camera focus. There we go. And I think I'm going to use the Getaway stamp. So I will grab that one. Now I can use the little block. So I'll put that on there. Make sure it looks good. Whoops. This little bugger doesn't want to stick. That probably means that I need to clean my blocks. I have a bad habit of cleaning off all my stamps when I'm done using them, but then I never clean off the blocks. So God only knows what kind of gunk is on there after months and months of use. We won't think about it. So I'm going to grab the black ink again. Come on now, stamp, stay where I want you. There we go. And we're going to use that again. This is the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. There we go. And since I want this kind of hanging off the edge, I need to stamp it more on this side. There we go. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to adhere it. Make sure I have the right end. There we go. Attach it like so. I've got a little piece there that I don't like. There we go. It's still there. Let's see. That'll bug me. I can see that tiny, tiny little piece. There we go. Hopefully that took care of it. All right. And then we will hang it off the edge just a little bit. Like so. Is that pretty even? Yes. And then I'm just going to flip it over and cut off then. Oh, I can see there's a little adhesive there, so I don't want to use my really nice scissors. I'll use these that are a little bit more beat up and well-loved and gross. There we go. All right, so we've got that on there now. And then all I have left is to put in that little staple that I want. There we go. Pretty easy. And I think we're ready to put this together. This one doesn't have a lot to it, which is kind of nice. I like it when they're somewhat easy to put together here. So there's our bottom pocket, top right, and top left. So let's see how they all mesh together. Move that out of the way. There we go. I think it works. And I don't know if you could see it before. This is actually like a pinky, kind of a pinky coral color here, but I thought it was close enough to the orange that it would work. And once it's behind the page protector, I don't think you really notice that overly much. So I think it works. So I am happy with all three of these pockets here. And here's another layout done for New York. Thanks for watching, everybody.